And welcome back to the Laboratory Podcast with Dex and Los, where we talk about basketball, we talk about life, and we talk about whatever the hell we like. It's me and my man to the right. Let's get this shit started.
How you doing today, brother? That was about 3 octaves higher than I was expecting you to talk today, but
started my day off.
Motherfuckers talking like Mickey Mouse. Lil Mickey. How you doing today, brother?
It's one of them days where it's good, and that's it.
All right, that's all that matters.
That's all I need.
All right, let's get straight into it then. We know what the second round of the playoffs is. You know, LeBron. Since we last talked,
a lot has happened.
LeBron got eliminated. You know.
Yeah. Shout out first time ever losing in the first round in 18 years. It's a tongue twister.
Before low key, before we go forward, actually, I just want to touch on this real quick. Okay. For everybody overreacting, everybody talking shit.
Right.
I'm not the biggest LeBron fan.
Right.
I just want y'all to know that. I know it seems like it because I defend that nigga a lot.
Right.
But I defend greatness. Anywho, I'm sorry. He nigga's great. You can't deny that. But he's 36. Right. He's 36.
He's 36.
He's 36. I don't understand why people on both ends are either overreacting or talking shit. One, all right, first time motherfuckers lost in the first round. Yeah, it had to happen at some point. Either when he was falling off, which is very well could be now because, you know, motherfucker's 36.
He's 30.
and has a, you know, depleted ankle.
As he says no longer 100%. He'll never be 100%.
So, you know,
nobody said nothing about 99.9. But not 100%.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's a big deal him losing the first round.
Right.
Is it a disappointment? Sure. But it's not a big deal. Motherfucker's 36. And he's on a very much on the tail end of his career. So for everybody talking shit, I just want y'all to know, shut the fuck up. Cause y'all
Lord have mercy.
I'm just talking shit.
What happened to us not cursing as much?
Boy, it's LeBron. You gotta talk.
Shut the fudge up.
Yeah, you know, if it was Mike, I'd be saying the same shit. So, you know, same stuff. My bad, because you're trying not to cuss as much. Because it's for the laboratory.
This is for the people.
The laboratory is for the shit.
It's for
the children.
It's for all the people.
Wu-Tang is for the children.
Right. Whoever are people, this is who it's for.
This is for you.
Whatever people is a person, this person podcast is for people like you.
All right, going forward the rest of the West, Jazz finally secured that spot over the Grizzlies. Like I said, the Suns beat the Lakers. The Clips actually pulled it out over the Mavericks. I really did not know how that series was going to go. So I was right about who won, but you was right about how many games it was going to go because you had the Mavs in 7.
I had the Mavs in 7.
So it went to 7. It went to 7.
Right.
But, you know, the Clippers ended up winning that series. So, yeah. You know, what is the other series? Oh, my bad. Yeah, you know, the Trailblazers lost to the Nuggets.
Well, you win some, you lose some.
You win some, you lose some. I don't know.
Shout out.
It's a lot that has to be done.
Let's get Dame out of Portland.
Let's get Dame out of Portland. We'll come right back to that in a second. So, you know, just for the recap, in case y'all didn't know. Sixers finally ended up finishing off the Wizards. I think that might have happened by the last time we talked. I can't remember for sure. The Nets finally finished off the Celtics. The Bucks, well, yeah, we know the Bucks and Heat. We know how that went. And then the Knicks and the Knicks and ripped the Band-Aid. Knicks and the Hawks. Hawks pulled that series out. I think that was one of the ones I was surprised about, and I was wrong about. I think me and you both had the Knicks in 5.
Definitely had the Knicks.
Yeah.
And Hawks came out there and just started getting the hooping. Like, nobody, they just went out there and was like, we're going to kick ass and take names.
What Jesse keeps saying in the group chat, ice tray the game. Ice tray. Yeah.
Ice tray. Tray of ice.
So, let's get to the Trailblazers. Let's work on getting Dame out of Portland, yo. Dame not built enough, or he's not built like that to, like, request a trade, I feel like. Especially after saying, like, you know, last season, talking shit about Paul George, like, you running from the grind. You can't say that and then a year later be like, all right,
I'm finna run from the grind.
Get me out of here. I mean, no, that nigga's grinding enough.
I'm a walk from the grind. Not finna run from it.
I'm not finna run from it.
I'm a reluctantly walk.
I'm a walk. Reluctantly walk. That's a good way to say it. Yeah, man. Dame has been at 9 years, and they've only made it out of the second round, I think, I even can't say only because it's hard to win in the playoffs.
Let's say like they've only made it to the Western Conference once. The Western Conference Finals.
They made it to the Conference Finals once. In the second round, 2 or 3. If you without including the finals run, I think only made it to the second round twice. Maybe. Only one I know for sure is that game winner against the Rockets that sent them to the second round. So I don't know. That was like 2013, 2014 though.
That was wasn't that his rookie year?
Second year. I think it was his second year. Anywho, get Dame out of Portland. If y'all don't get Dame out of Portland, bring some help to Dame in Portland. Help? Nah, it's not gonna happen. Ain't nobody going to Portland willingly. You gotta make a trade.
It's like going to Utah.
But yeah, something that was slight step down, half a step down from Utah. Something that should have, I think, is long overdue. Terry Stotts got fired. So they're looking for a new coach. I think they were trying not to do it because that's the only coach Dame has had since he came in the league. But I think at this point they was like, maybe we just got like you said, rip the Band-Aid off, just get that shit over. I just
want to say something real quick about that. So Terry Stotts got fired, and I feel like within an hour, Damian Lillard was like, "All right, I want Jason Kidd." Like, damn, at least let it set in. I'm sure he knew. Yeah, I'm sure they probably called him and was like, "Yeah, what do you think about this? We're probably gonna fire Terry Stotts." He was like, "All right, go ahead."
He probably was like, do what y'all got to do.
Yeah, it's a business. Yeah, as they continue to say. But damn, you gonna.
But you remember, I feel like they always tell star players first because they want the blessing. Because you don't want to like fire somebody and they be like, "Why the fuck would you do that?"
Low key.
Like I think the only time, last time kind of situation like that happened was like Giannis when they fired Jason Kidd. Yeah. And he had called Jason Kidd, was like, "They're finna fire you." No, I want to stop this from letting it happen. He was just like,
just let it happen.
Let it happen. It is what it is. I think he knew he couldn't do.
And now Jason Kidd got a ring.
Yeah, Jason Kidd does indeed have a ring right now. Another one added to his collection. And then he definitely did come out. He was like, "I want Jason Kidd." Oh, he wanted his Oakland big homie to come.
That's what I was wondering why he wanted Jason Kidd.
I'm pretty sure they're pretty.
I
think it's on record that they're pretty close. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. That makes sense then. But I think they had.
Curious.
Yeah, I think they had a previous.
What Jason Kidd offered.
No, he was like, "Where did shit come from?" No, it's Jason Kidd and I think Chauncey Billups were the other two that were names that were mentioned. Chauncey Billups, I would be interested to see.
So speaking of Jason Kidd, though, Jason Kidd was like, so as you said, Damian Lillard said, "I want Jason Kidd." Jason Kidd was like, "No."
Immediately like, no, I'm good.
Please, no, God, Jesus, no. That's
fine.
I'm thinking if he's saying no, I think Jason Kidd knows something as far as the Lakers.
Yeah,
is going. I think that Frank Vogel's probably finna get fired, and they're getting ready to give Jason Kidd that head coaching job.
I don't know about fired. I don't know. He just came off a ring. I don't know if you can fire him, man. He obviously, you disappointed with the season when because you lost the first round as a defending champs, but you also still had a hurt Bron and a hurt AD.
I don't know many people who are turning out head coaching jobs.
No. I'm not talking about Jason Kidd.
I'm just saying. I feel like he has to know something. Like he had somebody's probably there's some
opportunity for them to come up somewhere.
LeBron probably told his ass, "I want you to be my head coach."
He said, "I want you here."
Low key, and they're gonna do whatever to make LeBron happy.
Yeah. So so get Dame out of Portland.
Like that's possible.
Get Dame the fuck out of Portland. Terry Stotts.
I feel like that's impossible.
Break Dame out of Portland. Drag Dame ass out of Portland, please. Because some needs to give for that. I don't think there's a way he can win a ring without a second, a star at least. Now, I wouldn't even say a superstar, but somebody else who can show up in the playoffs. Shit, give him a legit big who can play defense or something, man. I don't know.
Nurkic ain't bad.
Nurkic isn't bad, but Nurkic in the playoffs, when you ask to, it's so hard to do, but they need another defensive big. Not even just Nurkic. Nurkic is cool offensively and he's solid defensively, but
not enough.
No, not at all.
Especially against Jokic, our potential MVP of the year.
There's he got it.
It hasn't been confirmed yet.
It's confirmed.
It hasn't been confirmed. We don't know that yet. I still got hope held out for Joel Embiid. He's not going to get it.
You can throw that shit out the window.
There's a little bit of it's not a lot, but some. But to move on, since we're still just keep the subject on coaches.
Yeah.
So, coach of the year, Mr. Tom Thibodeau.
Tom Thibodeau. So I keep
Thibodeau.
Thibodeau. Whichever one you prefer, Thibs or Tibbs. I say Tibbs. I only said Thibodeau because you said that shit. It sounded weird though.
Thibodeau.
Yeah, Tibbs got Coach of the Year, which I think is like much deserved. I saw a lot of people like, man, Monty Williams got gypped or Monty Williams got cheated. Mm-hmm. Some people was like, this shit feels racist. I don't understand how you can say. I mean, I get it. Like if you saying it for like laughs and shit, like, oh, okay, cool.
Wait, hold on. Wait, so to just off the subject, just slightly off the subject, but it's still talking about coaches. So Charles Barkley said. He was like, white coaches mutually part ways.
The black coaches get fired. No, that's definitely
fired.
That's definitely facts. He was not. He was not wrong when he said that. It only happens with white coaches. It's never like they mutually agreed to part ways.
Mutually parted ways.
That's like when you resign from a job rather than getting fired. That's basically what it sounds like. So that shit is stupid. He's not wrong though. But yeah. I don't understand how you can say like I don't understand. You can look at the team Tibbs had coming into the season and was like, yeah. And he, like, you see the record that they have at the end of the season. You're like, oh, that motherfucker doesn't deserve Coach of the Year. Mm-hmm. There's not one person, even Knicks fans, I didn't have them going to the playoffs this year. And they were the 4th seed.
I did.
But before the season started? You said it like 2 weeks in. I'm not denying it.
It was about 8 games.
I lost the bet. You saw the vision after they started playing. But going into it, you saw what Tibbs started doing. Tibbs laid the groundwork and was like, hey, we ain't gonna score shit unless you're Julius Randle, but you niggas gonna play defense. Yeah. You motherfuckers gonna lock up. And when you think about that too, on top of it, given Monty Williams did a phenomenal job this year. Yes. But when you look at the roster that they retooled around Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton this year, they added CP and they added Jay Crowder. As well as Monty Williams is who he is as a coach. That's only a recipe for success. It's not like they were going into the season. He was like, oh, these motherfuckers gonna be like, barely making the playoffs. No, you expect them to be at that at least the top half of the Western Conference. At least like the 1 through the 4th seed, like going into the season. Mm-hmm. That's what was expected.
Right.
Definitely. So I don't see how you can say like Tibbs got gypped. Personally, I didn't want Monty Williams. My bad. Monty Williams got gypped. Yeah. Personally, I didn't want Monty to win it. Don't get me wrong.
Yes.
But Tibbs definitely, absolutely deserved it. Now, if it was Quinn Snyder, on the other hand,
I still think even if Snyder won it, I think he would have deserved it.
He could have deserved it, but the votes, they was not fucking with Quinn Snyder.
They said Quinn Snyder. He's definitely
they
third.
Was like, you have a defensive player of the
everybody.
They was like, you have a defensive player of the year, a bench, as well as another all-star who get buckets. You good. You all right. You don't need that.
But nobody expected first, though. They had that last year.
Nah,
they had the same team last year.
Yeah, they did. No, they didn't.
The same exact team
Nobody expected first. Nobody expected first.
League leading in wins.
No, so nobody expected that. But still,
we should give Tom Thibodeau.
I feel like Coach of the Year, they expect Thibodeau. I feel like Coach of the Year, like who exceeded expectations the most though.
I think they should give Tom Thibodeau his flowers. He gets a bouquet. Monty Williams gets about 6 flowers, half a bouquet.
Snyder gets like the long rose.
Yeah, he gets the long rose. He gets the bachelorette.
No. What the fuck?
But yeah, man, give these people their flowers. They all 3 of them did a highly exceptional past expectations job
coming into the season.
Yes.
From the
there was no wrong answer in whatever coach you picked.
No.
But shout out Tom Thibodeau, just because I keep switching between Tibbs and Thibs.
Shout out Tibbs.
Just because the Bulls run.
Man, that nigga nice. You gotta say it like that. You gotta say it like that for Tibbs. Man, that nigga nice. You gotta say it like that. While we also on the subject of coaches,
right?
Brad Stevens.
Yeah.
Since last time we talked, Brad Stevens is now the president of basketball operations for the Celtics because Danny Ainge
no longer the head coach of the Boston
Danny
Celtics.
Ainge got the fuck up out of there. Danny Ainge dipped. Like he was like, all right, I'll fuck y'all up this year, so I'm gonna leave. Y'all have fun.
All right, I'm gonna fuck with you. And it left.
Yeah, Brad Stevens apparently said he was like exhausted from coaching after the bubble last year. Mm-hmm. Whenever niggas bring up the bubble, you just gotta be like,
damn,
we get it.
Damn.
All right. He did, yeah, basically like, damn, you right. Damn. I feel you. So I think he said he knew this year was his last year coaching. And then soon as Danny Ainge left, he was like, oh, cool, this is a spot upstairs for me right there in that box office right there. I'm going to go.
You tell me I don't have to be on the road every fucking game?
No.
You mean to tell me I could just stay in one place for most of the time? I could just stay in the office?
Jason Kidd is actually up for that job. And he didn't say no to that one yet. For head coach of the Celtics.
Didn't say no to that one.
He was like this. I feel like, everybody was like, I think coaches might stay away from it because, the racism and stuff like that. And he was like, Jason Kidd said shit. Yeah, I was like, yeah, because Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown right there. He like this. That's
okay. I can work with them.
I might can do something with that. Yeah. I might can fuck with it.
We're doing a bad job of not cursing.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Next episode.
Next episode we'll try. We'll try again. We'll have to start doing a curse counter. Something like that.
That's a smart idea.
100 times for every episode.
If we get to 100, then something has to go off. We gotta get like zapped, electrocuted, or something.
But yeah, man, I don't know. I'm curious to see who they feel for that role because you want to get like. I feel like you don't want to have like a mismatch from like the coaching staff to the roster because that's why I feel like it's going on in the Pelicans right now. Like you have Stan Van Gundy, this old school ass coach with like Lonzo, Zion, and Brandon Ingram and Josh Hart. Those guys are mostly like 22 to like 26 in age, like in that gap, and you got this old school. I don't want to bring race to it, but you got this old school white guy. I'm pretty sure there's a class of culture in there where you just like this shit don't really feel like a match.
We don't relate to you, Stan.
Yeah, this shit don't feel like a match made in heaven. No, because I feel like Monty Williams is a match made in heaven for the Suns.
I'm trying to figure out how Stan Van Gundy even got the job.
I don't know.
He went from
let Mark Jackson
coaching the Magic to I think coaching Detroit to being on ESPN.
Yeah, and then got the coaching job.
Yeah.
Man,
man, somebody hire his brother.
Mark Jackson needs to be back in the league. LeBron, just clear it. Just give him one more chance. Just give him one more chance. Respectfully. Respectfully. Yeah, man. I'm just curious to see who Brad tries to fill for that position because I think he's gonna want the same thing because he knows what those guys like down there. Also, he's inheriting a mess from Danny Ainge because Danny Ainge messed up a lot of what the roster could have been. They could have had like Miles Turner, which could have helped them a whole lot this year. You still got Robert Williams, who's good, but that's another floor spacer and shot blocker. That dude just can't rebound that great. Yeah,
as we've discussed before.
Yeah, we don't need to keep talking about that. Don't need to keep beating a dead horse with a stick. Yeah, man. So we can go unless you got something else. We can go forward with what our predictions are. We know the second round started already.
Yeah.
But we could just give our thoughts of what we've seen so far and who we have making it to the conference finals for each respective conference. Did I miss something?
No.
Okay. Why you looking at me like that? We want to start east or the west?
Let's start in the east.
Start in the east. My depression is starting first because Ben Simmons, I really, 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 I need you to help Joel Embiid out so bad.
Well, Joel damn near had 40.
Joel had 40 on a bad
and they
knee.
were down by a lot until
the
fourth quarter where they finally came back.
Actually, I want to take it back. I don't want to say it's Ben Simmons' fault. I do want to see Ben Simmons be more aggressive because at times when he was aggressive, he pretty much got whatever he wanted in the paint because he's like, he's ambidextrous down there. He can finish with the left or his right. It's just shooting outside of 7 feet where he start having trouble.
He just needs to shoot with his right hand.
He does need to just
give it a try.
Just start shooting with your right hand. It'll be great.
Try the free throw line first and see how it goes.
But also, I don't even want to really blame that loss on him because it definitely wasn't his fault. I'm blaming Doc Rivers for that last loss
due to lack of adjustments.
And when the Hawks kind of blew that game up that first to second quarter and they went on like a 17-0 run and it was a whole bench unit in there was a whole bench unit in for like a 5 to 6 minute span. You couldn't keep one starter on. There's no way you can't keep one starter. There's no coach who's just like, all right, we subbing everybody out. That's some high school shit, and that's when they fucking up. Like, get everybody off the floor. You guys go out there. That shit doesn't happen. And they was getting their ass fucking cooked. And you see what happened at the end of the game. They came back because the fucking starters was like, all right, let's do our thing.
Let's play.
And let's hoop. And then they started doing what they had to do. I seen a lot of people get mad at Ben Simmons. Me myself, I was mad. To start the game, you don't put Ben Simmons on Trae Young. But then also Doc says well, Trae's really good at drawing fouls, which is
the foul hunter.
Yeah, so you can't. I understood that one. That's one thing I wasn't mad at him for. That I was watching the game and I was initially upset. Why isn't he guarding him? And then you think about it, no, Ben Simmons probably would have been in foul trouble, and that's your best defender. as well as your best passer off the floor. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like immediately too. Because as soon as he started guarding Trey, he picked up 2 quick ones.
Oh, it has now been confirmed that Jokic has won MVP. Anyways, Ben Simmons does that, and he doesn't do the other thing.
No, he doesn't. But yeah, no,
he does the pass. He doesn't do the shoot.
Yeah, no, I still think the Sixers could win this series. I do think Joel Embiid needs to not play heavy minutes, especially because you want to keep him
because of his knee.
Because of his knee, even like I know
it'd be scary to see him fall.
I know what they say it was like it's a small meniscus tear. You can play on the meniscus technically, but like. It's still Joel Embiid, and it's also Joel Embiid, who's a 7-footer and is like 250.
You can play without a meniscus.
You can play without a meniscus. You definitely can't play without a meniscus. But like playing on it, like even
shout out D Wade
at Marquette. Yeah. But yeah, like that's just it's so like worrisome to see. I was watching the game. I thought he got hurt 5 times. Yeah. Just because every time he fell, I was like, "This, what the fuck."
Oh, see, Joel be on the ground a lot.
Yeah, but he be getting back up though.
That's where them DX chops be coming in.
Yeah, I still think the Sixers can win this game. Doc Simmons just has to make Doc Simmons. Wow, Doc Rivers just have to make the right.
I ain't never heard of.
I put him and Ben together in my head. Doc Rivers just has to make the right adjustments, and then like going forward, like it'll be a lot easier. Like they made the adjustments in like the last 7 minutes of the fourth,
right?
And then they went on the last 5 minutes of that game were crazy.
So all in all, where do you see this series going?
Initially, I had it Sixers in 5. I had Sixers in 6 if Joel Embiid wasn't playing. But if Joel Embiid is playing,
you have Sixers in 5.
I had them in 5.
Oh, you had them.
I had them in 5. Whatever. I'll just go with what I have them now. I think I got Sixers in 6 now because they shouldn't. They weren't supposed to lose that first game, but Doc Rivers doesn't know how to rotate players right. And then also Trae Young is fucking Trae Young and has been sensational and is sensational and is continuing to be sensational. Because he's cooking Danny Green. He's cook. Ben Simmons is the only one who has a chance of guarding, but you gotta try to just like not foul him. Martise Tybalt too, but he's also very good at playing the foul game, like James Harden was a few years ago. He knows the rules. He's gonna make sure he
manipulate the rules.
Yeah, manipulate the rules to his advantage, which is a very smart thing to do.
Everybody manipulates the rules, but Trae Young does it every play up the court.
Yeah,
he'll do it 4 times in a row.
Yeah, but no, I got Sixers and 6. What about you?
Sixers and 7.
Sixers and 7.
I hope.
Yeah, I'm gonna be so mad if I get
the Hawks first time in the playoffs.
In the
let's go to the finals.
Conference finals on some Celtics.
No, they're going to the finals. They're gonna beat the Nets.
Speaking of the Nets, we can go on to that series. Right. This is when my depression kicks in a little bit.
At
least my depression started the second round, nigga.
Mine's out the way already. I'm back to normal.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, I need you to look at me. Stop playing like stop playing like you saw shit. It's even without James Harden, the Nets are just
39 points. A 39-point lead.
They were up 49 at one point.
Without James Harden.
They were up 49 at one point.
This is the Bucks team that put a whooping on my Heat. I'm sorry. This isn't the Bucks team that put a whooping on my Heat. That was a whole different team.
I'm mad because you called it. He was like, they hitting all this shit against the Heat and not finna hit shit against the Nets the second round. I don't know if you said it on here or if you just said it in the group chat.
I don't know where I said it. But I said it was said.
I remember I was like, damn, I just hope you're not right. I really hope you're not right. I was
hoping I wasn't right. Lo and behold, I was right. All without James Harden.
Oh my God!
James Harden, 49 seconds.
49 seconds in. I was like, damn, what the fuck? But yeah, no. First game, Giannis came to play the first game. Giannis came to hoop the first game. The rest of them just didn't show up. And the last game, none of them came to play. Nobody came to play except unless you're the Nets.
Chris Middleton was killing the Heat. Chris Middleton ain't nowhere to be found now.
My Chris Middleton agenda. No, I'm just playing. I'm not saying shit about Chris Middleton until they lose. If they lose,
it's a conspiracy.
So originally, I still had the Nets in 6, no matter what, though. Realistically, but right now, It's looking like Nets in 3.
Nets in 4. Nets in 3.
Nets in 3. No,
mercy rule.
Right now it's looking like Nets in 4. Hopefully the Bucks can still win that 1 or 2 games. I just even with James, if James Harden were to come back, he really not winning. But even without James Harden, they're looking fucking. They're moving the ball even more without James Harden, which is crazy. You can't even. How do you guard
Joe
that?
Harris out here off the dribble throwing down?
How do you guard
Joe
that?
Harris? That's not even Joe Harris's game.
No,
Joe Harris is dribble. Okay,
diamond.
How is Joe Harris doing that?
Diamond and finishing like contact layups. You shoot threes. What are you doing?
You shoot threes.
Stop being multidimensional now.
Low key.
But no, it's so hard to guard that offense, especially when they ran that lineup of like
somebody trade Joe Harris to somewhere where he could just shine. I just want to see it.
He's shining out. What you mean?
I mean, he's shining out. But I want to see. I low key want to see what else he can do.
He finna have at least 3.
Given a chance for him to get the ball more often, I low key want to see what he can do.
No, that man is permanent catch and shoot. Because once he gets hot, they just keep giving him the ball.
I don't know. He be out there throwing dimes.
Yeah, he be throwing dimes because they got the floor spacing to do it. They put Blake out there hooping and dunking. Oh my god.
Let's talk about Blake for a second.
I forgot about
looking
that
like
shit.
2013 Blake. Blake Griffin out there dunking on Giannis.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
So in the 20 games that he played with the Detroit Pistons this year,
he dunked once.
0.
Right? It was no dunks.
0 dunks. 0 dunks with the Detroit Pistons. And in the playoffs, currently in the 7 games that he's played in the playoffs, he's had a game with a dunk.
Every game
with a dunk. Maybe there was one game where he didn't dunk, but he's had 7 dunks, 7 games. So
he's averaging a dunk a game.
Yeah, you get equated to averaging a dunk a game.
Giannis, why you jump if you're not gonna contest it though? I never understood that. You jump and then do this. Like if you're already gonna be on the poster.
Yeah.
No matter what, you're on the poster.
At least make it hard.
At least make it a tougher poster. Like he was there. He was like this. No, get your hand up. You 6'11". What the? He jumped like damn Blake.
I'm getting tired of Giannis running from the grind. Supposed to be grinding and guarding KD.
You can't even.
And the 2 times
you saw what happened. You saw what happened when he guarded KD.
The 2 times you guarded KD, he made you look foolish.
I wouldn't want to guard a nigga no more either.
He made you look like not defensive player of the year. Not reigning.
Imagine your first time guarding somebody and he come to the court and just snatch you twice and you just. I would want to switch right after that.
Going at him. Giannis didn't go back at him.
I would switch too.
You're supposed to get your look back. And
Giannis ain't got no bag for a lick back. Well, Giannis need more in his bag for real. They'd be like, as soon as he passed the hash, they'd be like this. All right, well we know what
you can shoot it. Do whatever you want.
We know what you're
just
doing.
Don't come in the paint. Please don't come in the paint.
Even when he goes down there, they know what he's doing.
Everybody crowds him.
Even when they don't crowd him.
It's just a brick wall.
Even when they don't crowd him, like Blake was just walling him up a little bit by himself. He doesn't have a move to go around Blake. He ain't got no post. He has an occasional like footwork
turnaround jumper
and doesn't even want that too. But he like has occasional footwork where he'll get around when he can't bully and he don't be using the footwork. He be like, damn, I can't bully. What do I do? Freeze. Where's Chris Middleton?
No.
Where's Jrue Holiday? Shout out Jrue Holiday. He be trying. Jrue Holiday out here guarding KD and that
don't even make sense. He got 6'4". Jrue Holiday guarding 6'11", 7'12" wingspan.
Nets in 5. Hopefully the Bucks take a game, but it's probably gonna be 4. But I'll give them Nets in 5.
Nets in 4. It's looking real ugly for the Bucks.
Looking real ugly right now. Hopefully they might catch a game where they start shooting like they played the Heat, but I don't know.
You want to talk about the Heat being frauds? The Bucks are frauds after this first round.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna at least be a fight.
Fraudulent.
I thought it was going to at least be a fight, but damn, fraudulent. It don't help. You got the most unguardable motherfucker on the planet cooking it. Most unguardable motherfucker on the planet. All right, man, let's take it west. Where your depression doesn't end.
Where my depression doesn't end?
Doesn't end. Your depression
does end. Oh, yeah. Shout out the Suns.
Low key, my bad. We're
going to start. We starting with the Suns just because I want to talk about the Suns.
Suns look phenomenal. Last night we watched we rewatched the game now because we were super last night. Yes. But yeah, Suns look phenomenal, which is what I want them to look like. With it not just being
when they end up playing the Nets in the finals.
I would love to see that.
They need to play like this.
Yeah, but it's. Oh, I thought that was the Hawks. What happened?
Both of them. All three of them. It's a showdown.
What the fuck? But I wanted to see like last night when you have the others stepping up. We got like Michael Bridges pouring in like 20 plus. You got like CP looking like CP. Not averaging like 9 points a game, looking like he's healthy, and then that way D-Book don't got to be the only one on ball, just cooking the whole game. He can still do it, and you know, obviously when he's in that bag, you got to keep giving him the ball because if you know you can score 40 plus, score 40, motherfucker.
Yeah, when you have a cohesive unit, and everybody's
what the fuck
cohesive unit. And everybody's working together, and everybody's contributing to the score as well as to the defensive end. Yeah, Devin Booker doesn't have to drop 40 to win the game. No, that way you can just drop 18.
I'm pretty sure I keep saying this a lot, but I'm gonna say it every fucking episode. DeAndre Ayton needs his flowers. I know he's not like this motherfucker. He's still. I know all that. Look, for his first time in the playoffs, motherfucker's averaging 16 and 10.
Nice,
and it's not like he's played. He's probably this is gonna be the roughest he has it. Yes. With the first 2 rounds, he played AD the first round, and then now he's playing fucking Jokic the second. Mm-hmm. There's going to be the roughest it gets in the post form.
Well,
Rudy Gobert is a fight, but Rudy Gobert is in a fight offensively.
Offensively, no.
Defense.
So defensively, he has nothing to worry about, but offensively for himself, he has something to worry about. As far as DeAndre Ayton goes.
Yeah, man. Shout out DeAndre Ayton because he's been contributing a lot. I think he only had those 2 games in the Lakers series. We only had under 10 points, and I don't know if that was foul trouble or just matchup wise, but he's gonna be the primary defender for Jokic. And Jokic, you know, like I say it all the time, Jokic is gonna be Jokic. I know I've said that probably the most I've said anything. Yeah. But yeah, man, I'm happy to see the Suns like percolating how they're percolating right now. Literally everybody is contributing. I didn't know another word to say. I'm sorry.
Time for the percolation.
Everybody's contributing, and you want to see that across the series. So if they keep playing like how they played last night, which I know isn't always a given, you can't expect probably Michael Bridges to keep like giving you damn near 25 a night.
It's also nice when Jay Crowder finds his shot. That's also a good sign.
It's also a great sign because that opens up the offense even more for everybody else. Yeah. Because we be talking about motherfuckers to green light. He damn near got that. He got a super green light too.
Anytime he touches the ball, he's got to shoot the ball.
If he got the space, at least. If he got the space to get it off, it's going up.
Yeah.
Because even them closeouts don't be doing shit. But that's a 4-point play for that motherfucker at this point. Yeah. But yeah, if they play to at least to somewhat of the effect they played last night, CP gets going, and D-Book is probably going to average more than 21 in the series. Like, he only had 21 last night because everybody else was cooking. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, I think if they play like how they played last night, then I got the Suns in 6.
Suns at 5.
I'm not mad at it.
Suns at 5.
Just
because there's nobody there that's guarding Devin Booker. There's literally nobody there.
Austin Rivers was trying, boy.
He be trying.
Austin Rivers does a lot more than anybody else can probably do.
Yeah.
But... yeah. Shout out Torrey Craig getting his revenge.
Out here looking for revenge.
All summer 2021. All playoffs 2021.
It just doesn't roll off the tongue the same.
No, it doesn't. I tried it. It didn't help. Yeah. The interesting one now. Not the interesting one, but the Jazz and the Clippers. I really don't know. This is one of the ones I kind of like want to break. I want to do more of a breakdown
Jazz
for.
Jazz in 7.
Rudy Gobert has to like come with it for them to like Jazz in 7. But Paul George, look, you too. Who did I talk to earlier? I talked to Giannis. Paul George, you number 2 on my list. You number 2 of my favorite players. Look at me. Don't let Joe Ingles go. Let Joe Ingles.
That's why I got Jazz in 7.
Joe Ingles is that nigga's kryptonite for real for some reason. But we'll see. Tonight's game 1. We finna watch this shit after we finish, recording this. Mm-hmm. But please, I just need you to hoop. Dog. Like, shout out Paul George. He's no longer Pandemic P. Oh, that's why I said it. That belongs to Porzingis. We'll go back to that in a second. Mm-hmm. But look,
Pandemonium P.
Paul George played. I don't want to say great. I'll say good last round. I don't even say he played like bad,
he played good.
He played good.
Yeah.
He needs to shoot better from like 3, but that's it. Hopefully he'll get back on track because he's one of the best 3-point shooters, smooth if you will. But he needs to actually like get in his bag because the Jazz defensively are a whole lot harder than the Mavs are. And I don't know if Kawhi finna shoot 60% again.
Dropping 45 again.
Dropping 45 on the Jazz. He probably get a game or two. He scored like 35 up. Don't get me wrong, because Kawhi be cooking once he get in that elbow spot. That's that flat ass jumper, but it's a bucket regardless. That's robotics. But yeah, no, Paul George needs to like step up a little bit more. I would like to see, but Ball Ryan, my favorite player in the series, boy. Clips in 7. All right, let's go home.
Jazz in 7.
You want to bet a bottle of wine on it?
Some Stella Road.
I got that from the Through the Wire niggas. I ain't gonna lie. Them motherfuckers bet the shit on it.
All right, Jazz in 7.
Clips in 7. Cool.
Wait, so if the Jazz win at 4,
I'll still buy the motherfucking Stella Road. If the Clips win, I want my shit though. if Jazz win, I want my shit.
Do you prefer flavor, sir?
No, just give me whatever. I don't care.
Right.
No, I'm cool. I don't really care.
I want black.
Yeah, man, that's who I got for that series. Just because it's gonna be so, I think it's gonna be probably one of the best series for the second round. Just because the matchup wise, I'm curious to see how that goes.
Joe Ingles,
I'm pretty sure averaged like 5 points a game last round too.
He's just finna kill Paul George.
If he fucking averages like 12 plus, I'm gonna be mad as shit. Cause he has.
Well, that's the season average.
But I'm talking about the playoffs, motherfucker. He passed the whole last round. He ain't scored nothing when I needed him to. If he scores against Paul George, I know he's got to be motivated. He just got a vendetta at that point. He just got a vendetta at that point.
He's probably thinking to himself right now, like, crying, I can't wait to. I can't do it.
Can't wait to play Paul George.
That's not a knife.
This is a knife. I think that's all for the playoff predictions. So, we got who we got. We'll see how that shakes out. And gonna want to touch on one more thing NBA wise, because like we passed it. The Mavericks. Porzingis is apparently not happy with his role. So I want to blame him a little bit because obviously we wanted him to play better. But I get where he's coming from.
I don't get where he's coming from. You can't play like Butt and be like, I'm an
No. He still didn't play to where he should be playing to. But
you probably
at the same time, if you want to be incorporated more in offense, they want to use him more as a floor spacer type role player. But I feel like you shouldn't be paying a motherfucker like a max contract just to be a floor spacer. Like, that's all he wants to do is be a floor spacer. I don't think that's what he wants to do. I think that's what he was saying. Because he wants to be more involved in the offense.
Yeah, you also have to play games to do that. His first year with the Mavs, he played well until he got hurt. He was at 20 points.
I think it was 20 and 9, right?
Yeah, he had a career high in rebounds. And he was averaging 20 points. That was what he was supposed to be.
But he got hurt.
But he keeps getting hurt. Yeah. So they're probably trying to say, like, all right, let's make him a floor spacer. He probably won't get hurt as much. So now he's mad. Be mad at yourself.
Damn.
Maybe you should do this.
No, I get what you're talking about.
Chris Paul and go.
I think it's a lot harder to win games too when you play like how Luka plays. Like win games like deep into the postseason. I want to say it's gonna win you games. Obviously, they just almost beat the Clippers. But when you got the ball in your hand, like when your usage rate is probably, I'm willing to say that motherfucker's usage rate is like 75. That nigga got my player number usage rates. So that's why he like. Luka is probably one of the.
Luka is a real life my player.
Yes. He does everything really, really good
without the 99 vertical.
Yeah, that's the only. But yeah, I think that's the only like. I don't even really want to call it an issue, but like you got to get somebody else to get the ball out of his hands because your offense becomes like kind of stagnant and predictable. Yeah. We only got one motherfucker. We know what you're gonna do. Either you gonna score or you gonna kick it out in those last like 7 seconds and either try to have somebody make a play or shoot the ball. Yeah. It worked for a minute, when Tim Hardaway Jr. got hot.
Yeah, if Hardaway Jr. is hot, then it works. But
yeah, but
if he's not hot, then it don't work.
Yeah, it gets kind of ugly at that point. So. I get where Porzingis is coming from, but at the same time, I saw you take a pull up for a 3 in the 2-on-1 situation.
Indeed.
I'm sorry.
That was probably a frustration shot. Like
it
finally
was.
got the ball.
I'm pretty
and it missed.
Yeah, you can't do that shit in the series where you need to like every play counts though. It's not like It's not like they was running pickup runs or some shit like that. Like we be doing. All right, I'm gonna shoot this bitch. I ain't touching it 4 plays. I'm shooting it now.
This is the NBA playoffs. Ain't no time to play games.
No. Yeah, I think that's all we got on the NBA front, right? NBA wise.
Yes.
All right, well, that's all we got NBA wise. But I got one thing, basketball wise. I meant to say it before we started the NBA stuff.
Oh, shout out Coach K. on his retirement after this upcoming season?
Depression.
Coach
K has been the coach at Duke longer than we've been alive.
Much longer.
That's
not saying much.
No, it's like much longer than that's 25 years. It's 24 plus. That's a long ass time to be a coach.
Time, but that's still. I mean,
that's a long ass time to be a coach.
I'm sure there's a lot of.
It's probably a lot of coaches
that put in 25 years
at the same school though. That's my point. My bad. Yeah. Not being a coach, but being a coach at like one like school.
All I know is that motherfucker's been there for what was it? 39 years he's been there.
Yeah,
39, right?
I think it's 39. 39 damn near. If not 40. It might be 40 plus.
It's either because I remember a 9. I want to say it's 39.
It's not 49.
Are you sure?
It's not 49.
You never know because he's in his 70s, and he could have started when he was in his 20s.
Nah, he was at West Point to start. He didn't like go right to Duke as his first spot. But you can Google this shit while I get my.
I kind of want to say 49. There's a part of me that wants to say 49.
While I get my rant off.
All right.
I want to think. I went to Duke or something. I'm just a Duke fan. I should have worn my damn hoodie.
Just a Duke fan.
No, man. Shout out to Coach K. I don't know. I didn't see the reason for his retirement, but this is gonna be his last year, and then John Shire is gonna take over. John Shire out here,
Do you know he's from Chicago?
Yeah, he's an Illinois legend, boy.
I didn't know that.
21 points in 75 seconds.
I don't know what that means.
But he scored 21 points in 75 seconds. He did? When he was in high school, he scored 21 in 75 seconds. I was trying to show Kennedy the video the other day. The video on YouTube is weak as hell. It's so fucking weak. Like but it's also from 2009. So motherfuckers just threw that shit together and threw it online. Because I think that was the year he graduated.
Okay, it's 39.
It was he did it in the Proviso West tournament against West.
I
think he went to Glenbrook North or something like that. He's from Chicago. We ain't gonna know what that shit. Yeah, he's from Chicago though, or from the north side.
Evanston.
Damn near. No, that's south. He's from Northbrook though.
No, Evanston is north.
Is it? I'm tweaking. What am I thinking of?
I don't know. I have no idea what you're
thinking of. Hills. Never mind. I'm thinking of the school Hills. Like I was thinking of the school Evanston. My bad. Back to Coach K. I think this year is gonna be special for him. I think this might be one of the first times we get a coach on a retirement tour, like on some NBA shit,
like some Kobe shit.
Yeah, like some Kobe NBA Kobe shit.
He has to win the chip this year. Just give it to him.
I don't know about that team that's coming in, dog. If they didn't lose a lot of the plays they had this year, I'd be a lot. Like if DJ Stewart was coming back, I'd be like, oh, next year's gonna be. They still got a nice squad next year, but I don't know if like chip. I'm a root for them to win the chip. I hope they do, but like that realism sets in, then I'll be like, I don't know about that one, Chief. They got a dude named Paulo. I forgot his last name. It's either Blanchard or something like that. That he just dunks everything.
I dunk the ball.
He's like 6'9" and just be taking everybody with him on the way to the rim.
I dunk the ball and then I go run back and then I get the ball again and then I dunk it.
But yeah, shout out John Shire taking over, the prodigy apparently to what Coach K was creating down there. They said he was a lead recruiter for a lot of the classes that they had, like Zion and Tatum and shit like that. So if he can keep up that, then Duke will be in a good spot. But I think a lot of players may pass on that now, like, oh damn, no Coach K. I'm gonna go play for Coach Cal at Kentucky just a little bit. I'll get up with y'all.
Okay.
But yeah, shout out Coach K and his retirement. Mike Krzyzewski. One of, in my opinion, a top 5 basketball coach of all time. I don't think that's a really hot take though.
I mean, well, he's got the gold medals to back it up too.
Who's your top 5 coaches? Who's just stuck? I know if you thinking and looking at the TV. You just like, all right, because I'm biased, so I got Pop first.
All right, how's that biased?
I don't know. Whenever I say
should be number 1.
That's what I'm saying. People say I should have Phil number 1.
If it's biased, then it should probably be Phil, if anything.
No, I'm biased because I don't know why. I don't know why I said biased, but I don't know. Whatever. It's because I like Pop more than I like Phil though. Right. Like as a just likable. I heard Phil talk. I was like, that was you. Just shut the fuck. Outside of basketball, I was like, shut the fuck up, Phil.
Yeah.
Boy, I don't like Phil Jackson after the Knicks. Just because of the Knicks, I don't like Phil Jackson that much. But
how he came in and fucked.
Yeah, just fucked everything up for Melo.
Told Derek Fisher, run the triangle, and the triangle don't work no more, especially with Carmelo and nobody.
No, he had Derrick Rose and it was like triangle. Derrick Rose can't shoot. Triangle. Okay. We have Jakeem. No. Triangle.
Never ran triangle before.
All right, sure. Why not? I wouldn't be mad at those two. I'm trying to figure out who else. Pat Riley up there. And then I think I got Coach K second or third. Like I said, that's super biased though. Supreme bias.
Whatever dude's name that coached the Boston Celtics in the 1960s when they got 11 chips. Red
Archibald?
Yeah.
That's not Archibald. Is it Archibald?
I feel like it is. I'm pretty sure that's who it is. I'm like 63% sure that's.
I thought it was some dude named Nate Archibald. We looking real bad.
Nate Archibald was a player.
I know. That's why I was feeling like I got the name Archibald from.
Not Archibald, is Red Arback or something.
All right, shout out to it. I can't.
It's of that nature.
Can't get mad at him being there if the motherfucker got 11.
I don't know why you decided to throw us both under the bus. That's what our top 5 coaches was without thinking in the middle of the podcast.
My bad. Anywho, where's the favorite segment? Give the people what they want?
All right, well, this has been a great episode, guys. That's what the people want. They want to
get this shit over with.
All right, so it's time for the fact of the week. What the fuck? All right, so this one's super random, super duper random. This doesn't concern stats, doesn't concern like NBA players for real. This concerns social media, and in the probably number one of the social medias currently, Twitter, what everybody goes to. There's white Twitter, there's black Twitter, there's NBA Twitter. I'm sure there's soccer Twitter. So everybody knows of Twitter. We do. Comes with the bird. The bird is the logo. But what is the bird's name, you may ask? Does anybody know what the bird's name is?
No, I didn't. I didn't know what the bird's name was either.
The bird's name is Larry, and is named after Boston Celtics great Larry the Bird himself. So the co-founder of Twitter, Biz Stone, was a lifelong Boston Celtics fan and named the bird Larry in honor of his favorite player, Larry the Bird. Larry the legend Bird, great white hope himself.
The first great white hope. He wasn't the first, but the epitome of great white hope.
Okay. That's all I got. Super random fact.
Shout out to it. As always, if you guys are watching,
wait.
No, my bad. Go ahead.
We got more.
Sorry.
This is, this doesn't concern basketball. We're just gonna go over this briefly.
My bad.
Out here jumping the gun.
Wait.
Sorry. But wait, there's more. So we just wanted to discuss real quick, very briefly, because we didn't even watch it. We didn't pay for it because we're not suckers. Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather out there getting to the bag.
Let's just call it a fight,
I wouldn't call it that.
But let's just call it.
I call it a robbery.
Yeah, highway robbery. I want to get paid to just hug somebody.
Let me fight Floyd for $35 and a free meal.
I won't do this. $35.
I know I'm not gonna get hurt.
I'll take $35,000 at least. It low key might have to be more than that. I ain't gonna lie to fight Floyd. Hey, go get your ass whipped by Floyd.
Nah, I don't know. I'd probably. It wouldn't take much for me to fight Floyd. It honestly wouldn't, because I know he's just gonna dodge my punches. I'm probably gonna get hit.
You're gonna get knocked out by
maybe 20 times. I'll get hit. If I get knocked out, cool. There's more money in my pocket. If I get knocked out, he's gonna help me up. Keep the fight going.
You're gonna get knocked out and just get held up like he did. That's all you're gonna have to do.
It is what it is. It is what it is. All I know is I'm getting a $10 million paycheck or $35 a free meal.
We didn't watch the fight because we weren't paying for that shit. But shout out finessing. You can't get mad at motherfuckers getting the bag.
No, shout out Chad Ochocinco making his boxing debut and then getting knocked down. Not knocked out. But he got knocked down and then challenged Conor McGregor right after.
Didn't Jake Paul challenge Canelo too? Or was it Logan Paul? One of the Pauls.
It's Jake Paul, I believe.
Jake Paul will get his shit creased.
Jake Paul needs to chill out.
Jake Paul needs to super. He's first. He said my brother beat Floyd. He said my brother really just beat Floyd. He ain't beat shit. It was an exhibition match, and 2, your brother got knocked out and then got held up.
Logan Paul hit for a percentage of 13% out of his punches thrown.
Yeah,
that's not winning.
No, it's not winning at all. And then on top of that, he said Jake Paul really said Canelo. Like Canelo. Like Canelo is not a 40-year-old Floyd. You will get your head knocked the fuck off.
Chill out.
Knocked off like
Please
a motherfucker.
Chill out. He's fighting Tyron Woodley soon, so we're gonna see how that goes. He keeps fighting wrestlers because I believe he was an NCAA wrestler. Like that was his whole thing when he came into the UFC. Is that his main thing is wrestling?
Who?
Tyron Woodley.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Jake Paul. I was like,
no,
what?
His whole thing was he's a wrestler. Mm-hmm. But they obviously when you're in the UFC, you have to work on everything else.
Yeah.
But he's mainly a wrestler. So he keeps fighting wrestlers because Ben Askren was a wrestler. So he's fighting dudes who aren't predominantly known for striking.
Hands.
Yeah.
For the hands.
Yeah. So again, bag. I don't blame him. Tyron Woodley was like, okay, UFC's not paying me. I'll do it.
I'll take it. Fuck it. Why not?
Yeah. But
shout out getting bags. That's we happy anybody getting a bag. We just wish it was us sometimes. I'd get my ass.
We need to be hated. I think that's what it is. Because the Paul brothers are hated. Both of them are hated, and now they're professional boxers somehow.
Yeah, heavily hated.
Just because people want to see them get knocked out, and it hasn't happened yet.
They probably won't because motherfuckers like
they're also very smart in what they're doing because they antagonize too.
Genius marketing.
Yes,
very genius marketing.
Hey man, you get to the bag any way you can.
Do what you got to do.
Just don't suck weenie for it.
Do what you got to do to get your money. We ain't gonna judge you if you're doing what you got to do behind closed doors. This is
at least charged.
What is wrong with you, dude? This is a non-judgment podcast. Do what you love is love.
Love is love. Shout out Pride Month.
It is Pride Month. Shout out Pride Month. We didn't shout out Pride Month at all.
No, we didn't.
When we first started.
Shout out to the prideful people out there.
Late is a whole week late.
Hey, it's better late than ever. We could have not said nothing.
Yeah. Shout out Pride Month.
Shout out Pride.
Be you. Right. Unapologetically.
Yes, absolutely. Because I'm gonna be me.
Am I good now?
Yeah.
All right, cool. As always, if you're watching on YouTube, like, share.
Before we say anything else, regretfully.
As always, if you're watching on YouTube, like, share, subscribe to the channel. Keep telling your friends to tell their friends. Let's get them subscribers up. So let's try to get to 25 by the end of the month. Help us get to that. Please. Baby, please. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, just leave a review for us. And if you watch on Spotify, just send it to your homie. Be like, yo, listen to this on your way to work. That's what I do.
Just click on it. You don't pretend you listen to it.
Download it for later. Whatever you got to do. Yeah. Just help us out.
Right.
We might be dropping some teas soon too.
Yeah,
we're gonna talk some business.
Be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for some t-shirts.
Gotta talk some business with my homie today, and then we'll let you guys know about how that goes. But if you guys are interested, just you guys got my socials or his socials. Hit one of us up. Let us know what y'all think about that. As always, peace, love, and prosperity.
Peace.